It's almost midnight. You're in bed, in the dark, the screen lighting up your face. A stranger appears. You swipe. Another stranger. Swipe. Another. Your thumb is moving before your brain even registers the faces. In your hand, right now, you are hating more potential partners than your great-grandparents met in their entire lifetimes. Thousands of them. A bottomless, glowing deck of people that refills the instant you reach the end. You are the luckiest dater in the history of the human species. So why do you feel like this? Why does your chest feel tight instead of excited? Why does every match rot into nothing within a week? Why, with the entire dating world in your pocket, do you feel more alone than you did before you ever opened the app? You think something is wrong with you. You think something is wrong with all of them. You're wrong on both counts. There is nothing wrong with you, and nothing wrong with them. Your brain is doing exactly what it was built to do. It just was never, ever built for this.
For 300,000 years, not a single human being chose a partner the way you just did. Nobody swiped through 1,000 strangers before breakfast. Nobody decided a person's entire worth from one photo in half a second. Nobody held infinity in the palm of their hand. The way you date tonight, endless strangers, instant verdicts, zero shared history, a new face one flick away, is one of the strangest experiments our species has ever run on the oldest part of who we are. And the loneliness you feel in the middle of all that abundance is not a malfunction. It is the result working perfectly. And it is not just you. Across every survey, people report dating has never felt harder. Matches lead nowhere. Conversations die overnight. Ghosting got so common we had to invent a word for it. And here's the part that matters. Both men and women describe the exact same wound from opposite sides of it. The sense that the other person is always half looking past them towards someone better, because there is always someone better, one swipe away. Everyone feels disposable. In a world of infinite options, everyone is. So here is the question almost nobody stops to ask. If we have more ways to meet people than any humans who have ever lived, why have we never been this lonely trying to love?
Here's something strange that explains it. Put 6 jars of jam on a table and offer people a taste. About a third of them will buy one. Now swap it for 24 jars. More flavors, more variety, more of everything we're told we want. You'd expect more sales. Instead, almost nobody buys anything. 3%. The people with fewer choices were 10 times more likely to actually choose. Read that again. More options did not help people pick. More options destroyed their ability to pick at all. This is one of the most repeated findings in the science of human decision-making, first demonstrated by a Columbia University researcher named Sheena Iyengar, and it has a name: the paradox of choice. Past a certain point, every option you add doesn't free you. It paralyzes you. 6 jams, and you compare, you choose, you feel good. 24, and your brain floods. Every choice starts to feel like a mistake waiting to happen, and the easiest thing in the world is to keep looking or to walk away with nothing at all. Now look at what we did to dating. The app in your pocket doesn't show you 6 people. It doesn't show you 24. It shows you, for all practical purposes, infinity. A stack of faces that refills the second you hit the bottom. We took the single most important choice a human can make, who to build a life with, and we turned it into a jam table with 10,000 jars. And then we called it freedom and wondered why nobody can choose. But too much choice is only half of it. The other half is worse
and it lives in the deepest wiring of your brain. Because that wiring never evolved to judge strangers at all. For 300,000 years, the person you might pair with was never a stranger. They were a face you'd known for years. You watched them grow up. You saw how they treated their mother. You saw them in a bad season when food was scarce and tempers were short, and you learned whether they shared or whether they hoarded. Attraction wasn't a verdict you reached in a second from a photograph. It was something that grew slowly out of nearness and time and proof. Your ancestors never chose from thousands. They bonded with a few people they already knew to the bone, inside a circle that had known them their whole lives. Picture her, your great-great-great-grandmother, in a band of maybe 150 people. The same faces, season after season, year after year. There is no stranger to swipe past because there is no such thing as a stranger. The man she might choose is someone she has watched for years. She's seen him hunt and come back empty. She's seen him hold a crying child. She's seen exactly who he is when things go wrong. And the whole community has watched too. And that same community will still be standing around the two of them long after they pair, holding the bond in place, expecting it to hold. When she chooses, she isn't gambling on a face. She's recognizing a person she already trusts, with everyone she trusts nodding along. This is how humans paired up for 300,000 years. Now, picture you. A face you have never seen flashes onto a screen. You have 1 second, maybe 2, to pass judgment on a total stranger from a single picture and a one-line bio. There is no shared history, because there is none. There is no community watching, because it's midnight and you are alone in your room. There is no one to strengthen the bond if you find one, and no one to notice if it dies. And the instant you feel the faintest doubt, the second the conversation gets a little boring, the second they say one slightly wrong thing, the app whispers that there are 1,000 more behind them, and any one of them might be the better jam. Your ancient mind, built to recognize one known person inside a tribe, is being ordered to choose between endless strangers with no tribe at all. Of course it can't. It was never built to. And here is the part that should make you angry. None of this is broken. The app is not failing you. It is succeeding exactly as designed, just not at the thing you think it's for. Because a dating app does not make money the day you fall in love and delete it. It makes money the longer you stay, swiping. Your loneliness is not a glitch in the machine. Your loneliness is the machine. Every dead-end match, every conversation that fizzles, every promising person who evaporates, that is not the system failing. That is the system earning. The endless deck was never built to help you find someone. It was built to make sure you almost can. So how did we get here? For 300,000 years, you met partners through your tribe. Known faces, watched over by everyone. A few hundred years ago, you still met through your town, your neighbors, your community, a small and knowable pool that vouched for the match and held it together. About 30 years ago, the internet let you reach a true stranger for the first time. And about 15 years ago, the app dropped infinity into your pocket and turned the most human choice there is into a slot machine you can pull all night. Every step looked like more freedom. Every step pulled you further from the only conditions under which the human heart knows how to bond. Your ancestors chose from a handful of people they'd known for years. You choose from thousands you will never know at all. They were held by a community that wanted their love to last. You are alone in a dark room with a machine that profits from your doubt. They never felt disposable, because in a tribe of 150, no one can be replaced. You feel disposable every single day, because in a deck of 10,000, everyone can. The exhaustion is not your fault. The fact that nothing sticks is not proof that you are unlovable, and it is not proof that they are broken. You are running a 300,000-year-old mind, built to know a few people deeply, inside a circle of trust, through a machine engineered to flood you with strangers and profit from the fact that you can't choose.
You are not bad at love. You are trying to love inside a system built to keep you from it. You were never meant to choose from thousands. You were meant to know a few people, slowly, deeply, over time, surrounded by others who knew you both. That world used to be everywhere. You can still build it. Fewer faces, more time, real shared history. A life that puts you in front of the same people again and again, until truly knowing someone becomes possible again. That isn't old-fashioned. That is the only way the human heart has ever worked. Your loneliness has been trying to tell you this the whole time, in the only language it has. Listen to it.